With all the cryptocurrencies ups and downs, you guys are probably looking for a little more guidance. Well, today I'm going to show you one of the resources that I use myself for that type of guidance. Let's check it out. What's up, guys? It's your boy Ty, and I appreciate y'all coming to check me out on my channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Please hit the like button. It really helps me out with the video. And if you're new, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can come back and see me, because I always have plenty to talk about. Right now, I'm on my crypto portfolio. I like to share with you guys my crypto portfolio so you can see what it's like to invest in cryptocurrency. Everybody know cryptocurrency is new, but it's definitely something that you want to pay attention to, because everyone is predicting that cryptocurrency has the potential to usher in a new wave of wealth. And I definitely want to be part of that wave. Let me tell y'all, man, for us middle class people, I'm middle class. We work. I'm trying to find a way to, alleviate some of that pressure that us middle class people, we get by having to work all the time. And of course, money helps us relax some of that stress about working. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about me. I'm a middle class worker. I get up every morning around 3 a.m. because I'm a leader. So I get up every morning at 3 a.m. to be at work at about 5 a.m. and then to get off work at about 4:30 p.m. Man, the grind is hard. But we middle class people have been trained to, be the workers. People that have a whole lot of wealth and, have the money, they don't work nearly as hard as we do. Nearly as hard. And if they do, it's not physical labor. It's not them really doing too many strenuous things. So, I'm looking for ways to make money, make the most out of my investments, because we already middle class people. We already have a hustler's ambition. We already have the drive. I'm not special. I know a lot of people that wake up early in the morning, go to work, put 10 to 12 hours in at work, and come home, and they have to do it on repeat throughout the week. That's just how we've been programmed. And if you are, one that moved up in the ranks, you might be a leader, but you still got to do the same thing. So a lot of times we are promoted or we reach new levels, but it's still the same work ethic where you got to put a lot of hours in somewhere, clocking in for someone else, which is okay. That's how we make our living. That's how we provide for our families. That's how we buy our homes. But man, there are a lot of different ways to get a piece of the pie, and that's the whole reason I got my channel. The whole reason I show you guys this, because I want people like myself, people that are middle class, lower class, people that are not wealthy, to learn how to get wealth. So again, that's why I show you guys my crypto portfolio, because I want to show you what I be dialing into, and hopefully in the future you can see how little investments of $50 a week, $50 a week eventually turn into large lump sums of cash. So that's why I'm going, and I definitely think crypto is one of the ways that you can build upon wealth. So today, this is my crypto portfolio, but you guys have seen the week. The week crypto has some mean ups and downs, and sometimes it can even make you feel uncertain when you see everything in the crypto market red, especially if you are a new investor. Me, myself, I've been investing for about 3 years now. Crypto is still new. I've been in crypto for about a year and a half. So it's still new. So sometimes you want to make sure you have the best resources at hand. And that's why I'm going to share with you guys one of the resources I use to do some of my crypto research. I'm going to give you guys a little insight on this video about cryptocurrency by Charlie Shrem, and he is really detailed, and I am subscribed to the Crypto Investor Network. I am subscribed to it because I like to make sure I got the best information possible so I know where to put my money, to handle my investments. So I don't mind throwing $100 at something so I can have better knowledge on investments. But the service is great, and it's going to be a nice video. So I show you guys the video not for the service, but the information that he gives before he talks about the service is priceless. It's stuff that you need to know. So you might want to put your phone down, listen to what he's talking about. Like I said, at the end of the video is the service, but listen to what he's talking about, and he might even give you some pointers on what to look for in the markets. The main topic of the video I'm about to share with you guys by Charlie Shrem and Investor Place is the crypto cash calendar. And that thing can be game changing. I have access to it, and I definitely see the benefits in it. You can get in early on a lot of projects if you pay attention. And and you don't even have to use a lot of money. You know how cryptos can grow exponentially out of nowhere, and he's kind of pinpointing them for you, man. Like I said, I had to get into it and try, but I've been a member of the crypto network for about a few months. I got into it last year. So it's something that I already was into, and it's just an added perk that they added. But make sure you listen to the information that he gives before the service. You don't have to spend anything. I'm not promoting them. I'm not an affiliate with them, but I like to show you guys what I do to be on top of my game. You see what I'm saying? I like to be on top of the game because I'm trying to build wealth. I'm trying to make sure I have enough to maybe give me some of that freedom where I don't have to work a lot, But right now, we in the rat race. We're not extremely wealthy, but we can get there if we find those perfect investments, or those investments that can make our money grow a little faster. I'm with it. All right, so make sure you check it out. Let me know what you guys think. It's a little long, but again, if you put your phone down and just listen to it, he dropping some jewels in that thing. So I listened to it just because, even though I'm a member already, I listened to it again just because it gives you some insights on what's going on in the markets. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Appreciate y'all checking me out. And no, I don't get any type of kickback for you signing up. I just like to put on you guys' radar what I'm doing and valuable information. I'm not an affiliate of Investor Place yet. Maybe they'll let me in. I did, since I'm off, maybe they'll let me in. If they let me in, you guys gonna see a link in the comment section or in the description. But as of right now, no, I'm not a affiliate, so I don't receive any type of kickbacks. I just want to show you guys important information. All right.
Mark your calendar for Wednesday, April 27th. Mark it again for Friday, May 20th. And go ahead and mark it one more time for Wednesday, June 22nd. I don't know what you have planned for these days right now, but whatever you got going on, I suggest you rearrange your schedule. You've got the chance to make a heck of a lot of money beginning on each day circled above, all thanks to the red-hot crypto markets. If you have a small amount of cash, $250 should be fine, and use this easy-to-follow crypto cash calendar, you can multiply your money many times over, beginning on dates you'll know about weeks in advance. Like when I recommended to buy Voyager token, it shot up 600% in just 6 weeks. Or when I told my followers to watch a tiny altcoin called Cardano, and then it soared over 5,280%. This is your opportunity to get in on huge and fast gains like these and have the chance to become incredibly wealthy while getting in on the ground level of something truly special. Let me show you how. You see, something extraordinary is happening right now all over the US and the rest of the world. Cryptocurrencies are quickly becoming adopted on the mainstream level. Once considered to be a risky or even shadowy investment, cryptos are now highly regarded by the richest investors on the planet. Many of the big investment firms, billion-dollar hedge funds, and Wall Street elites are touting cryptos as the top investment asset to both grow and build insane amounts of wealth. I'm talking about Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, MicroStrategy, ARK Invest, JP Morgan Chase. They're all investing billions into cryptos and blockchain technology. Even world governments are embracing cryptocurrencies. In an unprecedented move, El Salvador became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender this past summer. And numerous other countries from Brazil to Mexico to Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Argentina are set to do the same. We are literally witnessing a total crypto takeover. In the past 2 years alone, the total market cap for cryptocurrencies has grown from about $143 billion to over $2 trillion. That's a total growth rate of 1,298% across the board. And believe me when I tell you, we are just getting started. World-renowned crypto experts like Raoul Pal, Cathie Wood, and Michael Saylor are predicting that in the near future, the crypto market could top $100 to $200 trillion, maybe more. Just take a look at this chart. What you're seeing here has been highly publicized as an amazingly accurate model for predicting growth in the crypto community. This is a price forecast for Bitcoin alone, which is predicted to hit $1 million per coin by 2025. That's a 20x return from where we are today. And that's just Bitcoin. The outlook for Ethereum is just as incredible, which is predicted to top $40,000 per coin. Look, folks, this is a very rare time in history, like the beginning of the automobile, personal computer, and internet revolutions. Cryptos have become one of the most explosive financial opportunities anywhere in the world, and it's likely going to continue getting bigger from here. Anyone, anywhere in the world, from Elon Musk to your next door neighbor, has been given unprecedented chance to take part. And that's because when it comes to making a killing in the red-hot crypto markets, there's only one thing you need to know. In the wave of widespread acceptance, tomorrow's blockbuster coins are being listed on the major crypto exchanges right now. Oftentimes for just a few pennies or a few bucks per coin. It happens almost every single day. For example, a cryptocurrency called the Sandbox, SAND, hit the exchanges in August of 2020, trading for just 5 cents per coin. Recently, it hit $7.78. That's a gain of 15,460% in just over a year, turning a modest investment of $250 into a $38,650 payday. And it can get even better. Another crypto called Solana went public on April 10th of last year for just 77 cents and recently hit an all-time high of $258 per coin, making it currently the 5th highest ranked crypto in the world behind Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, and Tether. Had you invested just $250 the day it went live, you would now be sitting on $83,515. Point being, cryptos that could become the biggest and most sought-after coins of the future can be owned today for mere pocket change. And you could get incredibly rich buying these tiny cryptos right now at the very beginning. You see, every single day, brand new cryptos are being added to the major exchanges. And getting in on the right crypto when it's newly listed can be a great way to turn a little bit of money into a whole lot of money very quickly. That's because when a crypto is brand new, it's typically listed at the lowest price you'll ever see it. Think about the biggest and most successful crypto projects: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Solana. By far, the best time to get in on these coins was when they first listed, when they were new, super small, and super cheap. And every single day, new crypto projects are being added to the major exchanges, some with the potential to be tomorrow's next billion or even trillion-dollar coin. Take an altcoin called Decentraland, for example. This crypto project was a first mover into the fully decentralized gamer's paradise known as the metaverse. And it allows folks to build, explore, and trade valuable assets in the first ever 100% virtual world that is owned by its users. Decentraland first went public back in 2017 for just under 2 cents. You could have grabbed about 12,500 coins with a modest investment of just under $250 back then. Of course, plays in the metaverse went ballistic following Mark Zuckerberg's announcement that Facebook is changing its name to Meta. And at its recent peak, those same 12,500 coins were worth a staggering $74,847. And truthfully, the metaverse is in its infancy. Decentraland could easily 10x from its current price. Or how about a once tiny altcoin called Chainlink? This crypto project is working to change the way companies collaborate and innovate together by securing and documenting the exchange of valuable information. Just a few years back, they were newly listed on exchanges for just over 15 cents. However, Chainlink's blockchain-based smart contracts quickly became the standard for the biggest corporations in the world, such as Google and Oracle. And Chainlink is now worth upwards of $8 billion. The price of the coin just topped $25 a piece for a gain of 16,500%. So again, if you had just purchased $250 worth of Chainlink the day it went live across the exchanges, you'd be sitting on $41,277 today. Or consider a crypto called Ocean Protocol. You could have owned shares of this fantastic data-driven altcoin for just 3 cents a piece. It didn't take long for the price to rocket past 15 cents, 60 cents, then $1 per coin, eventually eclipsing the $1.80 mark. That's an astonishing 5,875% gain. Again, the best time to buy this crypto? At the very beginning. Just a tiny $250 investment at the beginning could have been worth as much as an incredible $14,687. Do you guys see a pattern here? By getting in on the right crypto in the early days of being listed and holding on, you could have gotten in at the cheapest price and made massive gains as these tiny cryptos soared. Of course, the key is to get into the right crypto at the right price. Not every one of them will be a success story. And there are bound to be some that just don't make it as well. But the point here is to highlight the potential. Now, if you're like a lot of people, you might think you've already missed out on the massive gains taking place in the cryptocurrency markets right now. The good news is, I believe you haven't. Not even close. What most folks don't realize is that we're still in the first inning of this huge trend, or as a former Goldman Sachs banker, Anthony Scaramucci, recently put in, we're so early, we haven't even broke spring training yet. Dozens of valuable cryptocurrencies are scheduled to go public in the coming weeks and months. That means there are still tons of opportunities to potentially double, triple, even quadruple your money or more in a relatively short period of time. One of these crypto projects, for example, is working to launch new gaming platforms into the metaverse ecosystem. The metaverse is projected to become an $800 billion industry by 2024. And this cryptocurrency could become a major player as this technology progresses. And the best part is, they've already announced plans to go public, including the exact time frame. So has another blockchain-based crypto I've been following lately. This crypto project is working to develop the next generation platform for crowdfunding that will minimize investment risks and promote transaction transparency. This crypto is expected to list on the major exchanges in the coming months. Or how about this crypto, which will go live shortly? They could potentially become the next billion-dollar firm in the video teleconferencing space, with the potential to disrupt established brands like Zoom and RingCentral. This firm offers many features that will allow organizations to make internal communications faster and easier, and increase productivity and efficiency. And these three examples are just the tip of the iceberg. Every day, a brand new altcoin goes public on the major exchanges. Every day, there is the potential to tap into the next crypto headed to the moon. It's truly an exciting time. The key thing to remember here is that many of the hottest, newly listed penny cryptos, they won't stay cheap for very long. Like when a newly listed altcoin called Gravitz shot up 134,936% in the first 2 weeks of trading back in September, turning every $250 investment into $337,340. And Flowconomics rocketed an amazing 11,680% in just its first month. Once they hit the market, be prepared to hold on tight. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Aren't these kinds of early-stage investment opportunities normally reserved for Wall Street elites, or for folks who pay tens of thousands of dollars a year to hedge fund managers? Well, I'll tell you, when it comes to stocks, the answer is in many cases, yes. But not in the crypto markets. That's the best part. Altcoins can be purchased by anyone. You don't need to be a market insider or a genius to get in on early profits. In fact, you can even get in before the investing mainstream. And I'll show you exactly how in a moment. That gives you a tremendous advantage if you get started now. Finally, a legitimate chance for ordinary Americans to make real money, beginning though with a smaller stake. But you do have to know a few things, like which altcoins to buy, which ones to avoid, and most important, the dates they're going public. That's where I can help, because I've been researching and analyzing the crypto markets for over a decade, both as the founder of my own early-stage Bitcoin trading site and because I use this strategy to grow my own personal wealth. I can show you exactly what's going on and how to get started. Hi, my name is Charlie Shrem. I'll never forget the exhilarating rush of buying Bitcoin for the first time. This was over a decade ago, back when I was just 21 years old and Bitcoin was trading for about $5 a piece. I had just read the now famous Bitcoin white paper and even chatted online with Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. Even though I was still in college, I was able to grasp the importance of what was to come. My parents told me I was crazy. Even some of my closest friends told me I was crazy. Thankfully, I didn't listen to all the Bitcoin skeptics. I began obsessing over Bitcoin because I had a feeling I knew it could revolutionize the entire monetary system and skyrocket in popularity. That's exactly what happened. Shortly after, I bought my first few Bitcoins, the price started racing higher, and I was hooked. I've just about seen and done it all over the course of my decade-long career trading cryptos, including founding my own crypto exchange, where at one point, approximately 30% of all the world's Bitcoin was traded. From my work as a founding member of the Bitcoin Foundation, to establishing inside connections with some of the world's biggest altcoin developers, I've personally sat down and chatted with creators of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, and Charles Hoskinson, also Changpeng Zhao, the founder and CEO of Binance, Chris Larson and Arthur Brito, who co-founded Ripple, Sam Bankman-Fried, the owner of FTX, the creators of Tether, Litecoin, Avalanche, and many others. I eat and breathe this stuff. It's my world. And because of my network, I'm almost always the first to know what's just around the corner. And this is why some people call me the godfather of crypto, and why my life's work has been profiled in the New York Times bestseller, Bitcoin Billionaires. And when Anderson Cooper interviewed me on 60 Minutes, he called me a king of Bitcoin. Today, I'm a senior analyst at one of the premier financial research organizations in America, where I get to leverage my experience in the crypto space to help everyday Americans profit from new early-stage altcoin investment opportunities. I can tell you, without a doubt, if you want to make a lot of money, I truly believe there's nothing better than getting in at the ground level of a fast-moving, small altcoin with huge upside potential. For example, my team and I were some of the first to uncover a newly listed altcoin called Engine Coin when it was first trading for just under 14 cents. Since then, it has skyrocketed about 2,000%, turning every $250 investment into $5,000 in a matter of months. We uncovered Polkadot at almost the very beginning when it was trading for just $4. It recently crossed the $42 mark, allowing early investors to make 10x their money. We pounded the table on a crypto called Uniswap, urging folks to get in early. And within a couple of months, Uniswap surged as high as 400%. I first brought attention to Cardano back when it was newly listed, trading for just under 5 cents. Cardano was a major winner, peaking at around $2.96. Same thing with IOTA, which has risen more than 589%, and Monero, which is up 896%. Again, the key to seeing the biggest gains and making the most money possible is to get in early. But truth be told, picking the right crypto, even when you can get in early, isn't as easy as shooting fish in a barrel. Not every newly listed altcoin is a winner. Far, far from it, actually. You'll want to stay away from risky altcoins with no real utility. Cryptocurrencies with flashy names that were created with the sole purpose of tricking potential investors, like Squid Game Coin, for example. This altcoin made headlines as soon as it was created, just because of the popularity of the hit Netflix show Squid Game. But this crypto had no real value. It had no substance, no real utility, and predictably, just like anyone who invested, got destroyed, as the value of the coin plunged by 99% from its peak. Uninformed investors lost millions. And there are tons of these types of coins. In fact, I'd say 9 out of 10 newly listed cryptocurrencies are complete garbage, like Land of Doges, Punk Shiba, Ilonomics, OneCoin, Plus Token. This is the type of thing I absolutely despise and advise my followers to stay away from. Instead, I look for coins with real-world utility, cryptos that help move the technology forward in a very positive way, like Binance Coin. Binance Coin is the underlying currency behind what has become the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. It allows folks to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrencies with lower fees than other tokens and exchanges. This is exactly why I was pounding the table on Binance Coin early, back when it was trading for just under $6. Today, Binance Coin is the third largest cryptocurrency in the world, recently hitting around $643 per coin. That's a gain of 10,616%. Had you been following my research back then, and plunk down just $250, you could easily be sitting on a return of $26,541. And these types of opportunities in the crypto markets happen more often than most people think. You have to know how to separate the gems from the scams. And that's what I do best. I created this urgent presentation because right now we are at the forefront of one of the greatest wealth creation events of the last 100 years. In short, if you can find the right crypto at the right time, it's downright silly how many zeros it can add to your investment account. I should know. I became a crypto millionaire myself by being an early investor and adopter of the technology, and I'm far from the only one. Take the story of a guy like Dan Conway, a former middle manager at a major multimedia company, who made roughly $13 million investing in altcoins. There's Tommy and James of Westchester, New York, brothers who became multimillionaires after investing just $8,000 in the altcoin market. And we have 33-year-old Jason Prolific, who invested in altcoins and made $2.7 million practically overnight. You don't have to look hard to find stories of altcoin millionaires. The internet is loaded with stories just like these folks. I personally know dozens more who have become overnight millionaires by investing in the right altcoin at the right time. Of course, these can be speculative investments. For as many overnight millionaire stories there is also considerable risk involved with any crypto investment. That's why it's critical to find the right crypto at the right time, and I believe that time is now. This industry is going to be massive, and when you apply what I've learned over the past few decades to tiny altcoins, the gains can be truly massive, but time is of the essence. We may never, ever see another opportunity like this in our lifetimes. In fact, the first thing I strongly suggest you do is circle your calendar for April 27th. Let me show you why you have the potential to make more money right now, beginning on this date, than you've ever made before. You see, while I'm still a huge Bitcoin bull, and will be the first to tell you that Bitcoin could easily double in value during 2022, the truth is, newly listed altcoins present a much bigger opportunity to post tremendous gains, oftentimes a lot quicker. That's because these altcoins often become available to investors when they are tiny, usually for just pennies or fractions of a penny per coin, like an altcoin called Divergence, which debuted for just 26 cents, and another called OpenSwap, which originally went up for sale for just 50 cents. That means these altcoins have the potential to move very fast. All the 25-cent crypto has to do is run to 75 cents or even $1, like so many have before, and boom, you can become extremely wealthy. Compare that to the big established cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or XRP, which are already valued in the tens or hundreds of billions. My point is, for a $500 billion crypto like Ethereum to double in value, it would have to jump to 1 trillion. And that would be a major market event and not likely to happen over the span of a few days or weeks. But an 8-cent crypto with a $15 million market cap can much more easily jump to 30 million. In fact, it happens all the time, especially the first few weeks after going public. Here, like this newly listed penny crypto called Red Fox Labs, which doubled and then tripled in value just weeks after being listed. Here's another huge benefit. Because shares of newly listed cryptos are so cheap, you can snatch up hundreds or even thousands of shares for next to nothing. There's nothing more exciting than owning thousands of shares of a potentially soon-to-be great crypto project. No other industry right now gives you the opportunity to take such huge ownership stakes so cheaply. And this is true across all crypto avenues, whether it's DeFi, Web 3.0, NFT plays, blockchain-based crypto tech, the metaverse, you name it. And that brings me to another huge advantage to getting into these tiny altcoins. And that is, big money institutions can't touch brand new penny cryptocurrencies. Remember earlier when I said that you can get in on these new listed cryptos before the deep pocket investors can? It's true. That's because these opportunities are simply too small for the big investment houses to touch. And this is great news. Why? Well, let's say a Wall Street investment fund has $1 billion in its portfolio. If the manager wants to divide the fund into 10 equal parts, that's about $100 million for each part. The tiny altcoins I'm talking about are worth just a tiny fraction compared to the major cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum. That means if the average investment fund tries to buy a stake in one of these small penny cryptos, he'd be buying up almost half of the shares. And the problem is that would send the price through the roof, and the mutual fund managers could never get a good deal. In fact, this is exactly why government regulators prohibit giant mutual funds and other big banking firms from buying large percentages of any single asset, including cryptocurrencies. The point is, this gives you a clear advantage over big banks and mutual funds, simply because they cannot touch these newly listed penny cryptos. Aside from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few others, they're completely out of the game. Because big analysts can't buy them, you can find the next potential billion-dollar coin before the big institutional money gets there. Yes, this is possible right now, but only while things are still small and undiscovered, when they are still new. And because Wall Street isn't likely to buy into these coins, they almost never get written up in the mainstream press, which is why most Americans have no clue these incredible opportunities even exist right now. That's exactly why I've put together this presentation, to help you get there first. Because when this industry inevitably gets huge, big enough for Wall Street to start making serious investments, I bet they'll begin injecting billions of dollars of their own. And you'll want to be there before that happens, before big institutional money makes these altcoins soar even higher. My point is, with brand new penny cryptos, there's a whole world of opportunities just waiting to be tapped into. And the so-called investment professionals can't scoop up all the bargains before you. Regular investors like you finally have the upper hand. But of course, none of this matters much unless you know which crypto projects to buy. And this is the key. You can't just blindly jump into a crypto because it's brand new. There are certain rules you have to follow if you want to make the real money. And what I found over the course of my career is that just about every successful crypto launch, the ones that go up the highest and the fastest, follow 4 critical rules. Once a new crypto project hits all 4, I know it's a screaming buy. And this is how I knew to recommend opportunities like Binance Coin, which shot up 10,616%, Engine Coin, which soared nearly 2,000%, and Cardano, which skyrocketed 5,820%. So what are these 4 critical rules? And which are the brand new cryptos you should buy right now? It's good you're here, because I'm going to show you. Critical rule number 1, it must have inherent value. When you're evaluating a potential crypto recommendation, the first thing I look at is inherent value. I want to know what kind of value this new crypto project adds to the economy and society. It must solve a real-world issue and move the technology forward in a meaningful way. Now, really pay close attention here to what I just said, because this is extremely important and something that the vast majority of Americans still don't fully understand. Cryptocurrencies are not some new type of fantasy internet money. And buying an altcoin is like buying an early stake in the types of software programs that made the internet so revolutionary. They're investments in blockchain projects that make our lives easier, more productive, and more efficient. Just think about Bitcoin, which was the first killer application for blockchain technology. It became the top asset in the world because it's a totally new form of money that's completely decentralized. It's money that can't be manipulated by the Federal Reserve or the government. Anyone paying attention to Bitcoin can see why it has inherent value. Or think about Ethereum, whose advanced blockchain technology has given rise to smart contracts, NFTs, and the whole tokenization economy. It's the same scenario with other multi-billion-dollar cryptocurrencies like Cardano, Binance Coin, Solana, Avalanche. These have real-world utility and are advancing the underlying technology, and that's what gives them their long-term value. This is such an important rule, and many crypto enthusiasts completely ignore it and ultimately get burnt. With this single rule, you can eliminate the large majority of new cryptos hitting the market. Many are nothing more than meme coins with flashy names. Even worse, some of these are complete shams. They have zero inherent value whatsoever. They rise and fall on total speculation or on the whims of Elon Musk's tweets. Bottom line, you'll want to steer clear of the pretenders at all costs and focus solely on cryptos that are bringing the highest long-term value possible. The cryptos with solid underlying software that are moving the technology forward and solving real-world problems. So abiding by my inherent value indicator alone will put you miles ahead of everyone else buying emerging altcoins. But to ensure huge, massive gains, we can't rely on this rule by itself. We need to take it a step further. And that brings me to the second critical rule you need to know. Critical rule number 2. They must tackle a big, addressable market. You see, in order to lock in the big gains and make the most money, we are really looking for the best of the best. So not only are we looking for an altcoin with inherent value and solid underlying tech, it must solve a real issue in the world that has a big, addressable market. Like I said, owning cryptos is just like taking early-stage ownership stakes in fast-growing blockchain technology projects. And like any other early-stage venture, the wider net it can cast and the more lives it can impact and improve, the more money that will be made. On the other hand, if a project is too niche and is only relevant to a small group of people, it's unlikely to produce oversized returns. Take the altcoin Untitled, for example. Now, this altcoin is actually backed by real blockchain technology. It was created way back in 2013 and sounds like some kind of element you'd see on the periodic table. It's actually a reference to the hit movie Avatar and tried to capitalize on the movie's popularity. Now, I like Avatar just as much as the next person, but the problem is, this is way too niche for anyone to see massive gains. Think about it. There might be 10,000 diehard Avatar fans willing to back a crypto based on their favorite movie. But we want to own altcoins that are attractive to hundreds of thousands of folks or even millions of people. Unobtainium just doesn't cast a wide enough net. Not even close, really. And that means there won't be a lot of money to be made here. Instead, I look for altcoins like Chainlink. Chainlink is backed by state-of-the-art blockchain technology and is helping companies collaborate and innovate together by securing and documenting the exchange of valuable information. And from the very beginning, they focused heavily on mass adoption and ease of use of their program. And their blockchain-based smart contracts are quickly becoming the standard for the biggest corporations in the world, such as Google and Oracle. This is an altcoin that has a huge total addressable market and has the potential to impact millions of people. If you need more convincing, Chainlink has been up over 19,000% since its listing 4 years ago. This, guys, is exactly the type of investment I am looking for when I add a new altcoin to the crypto cash calendar. And that brings me to rule number 3. Critical rule number 3, visionaries and innovators. This is so important. When you're looking to back a new altcoin or blockchain project, you need to make sure there is an amazing team in place to maximize growth. Take a crypto project called Helium. Helium is at the forefront of something truly spectacular. They're using blockchain technology to completely decentralize the world's wireless internet infrastructure. So basically, you can buy a special wireless router from Helium and then safely and securely share your internet with your neighbors. This allows anyone to build out a massive, cost-effective wireless network that benefits everyone. And here's the best part. Unlike Verizon and AT&T that charge a ridiculous amount of money to tap into their wireless networks, Helium has flipped the script on its head. They actually pay you valuable crypto to take part in the network. Some folks have reportedly earned $5,000, $10,000, and more. It's easy to understand why Helium could disrupt the entire $3 trillion telecommunications industry. But I'm bringing up this crypto project for an important reason, and that's because Helium was founded by two absolute visionaries, Sean Fanning and Amir Halim. In case you didn't know them, Sean Fanning is the same guy who brought us Napster back in the late 90s, which gave birth to digitized music that led to Spotify, iTunes, and Pandora. And Amir Halim joined the Helium project after a long career in the video game industry, where he was CTO and co-founder of Diversion Inc. and the lead game designer for EA Digital Illusions. These guys are total rock stars with the vision and dedication to create something revolutionary. And under Sean and Amir's leadership, as well as the rest of the team, the Helium network is growing like gangbusters. It's becoming one of the biggest real-world applications for blockchain technology to date. At last count, there are now 439,731 people from all over the globe who are actively participating in this new peer-to-peer wireless network, typically earning anywhere from $20 to $200 per day. Again, Helium easily passes the first three requirements I look to when analyzing a potential crypto recommendation. The underlying technology is legit, has inherent value. They are working to dominate a huge market worth trillions, and the management team is about as good as it gets. In case you're wondering, Helium's underlying cryptocurrency has gone from 28 cents when it went public in June 2020 to a recent peak of $54.23. That's a return of 19,830%, enough to turn a $250 investment into $49,575. My point being, by following these critical rules, you'll be light years ahead of other folks in the space. Once a crypto like Helium meets these criteria, it's ready to be added to what I call the crypto cash calendar. This is the resource my team and I created to schedule and track all of the biggest and potentially lucrative upcoming penny crypto opportunities. With this calendar, you'll know ahead of time the moment these small cryptos can be primed to soar. But I'm not ready to hit that buy button just yet. Before I do that, there's one final piece of the puzzle that must be met. Remember when I said that there are 4 critical indicators? We went over the first 3. What is the fourth and final piece? Well, I'm going to tell you in just a second, so it's absolutely essential. Really, it's the difference between seeing good returns and seeing incredible returns. But first, I'd like to reemphasize the critical importance of investing alongside the smartest, most well-connected folks in the crypto industry. Look, there's one simple rule in life. Whether it's your job, your business, your investments, just about anything important really, you always want to get in the ring with the smartest people possible. Succeeding in this world is just as much who you know as what you know. This is why I have recently joined forces with an absolute dream team of cryptocurrency experts, folks who specialize in blockchain development, software engineering, NFT creation, and AI programming. There's Luke Lango, who is perhaps one of the most connected and successful VC investors in all of Silicon Valley. Luke has climbed the ranks of America's wealthy elite after starting 3 successful businesses, including a popular social media company, an analytics-based sports firm, and a boutique investment fund. But Luke's true area of expertise lies in finding the next big technological breakthroughs, especially in the burgeoning cryptocurrency markets. All in all, Luke has pinpointed more than 15 different opportunities that have soared in value over 10 times in just the past few years. Another member of my team, for example, has designed hundreds of original NFTs and sold thousands more. Another guy is a Caltech graduate who specializes in writing code for data science and artificial intelligence and spends his free time working with various blockchain projects. I doubt any other team is as knowledgeable or as immersed in the crypto world as mine is. They're in the trenches, they eat and breathe this stuff. These are the kinds of people you want to help navigate this world. Collectively, we spend thousands of hours researching the digital asset world, searching for the next big opportunity across the entire industry. The next altcoin poised to soar, the next big metaverse play, the next NFT that could skyrocket in value, or the next Web 3.0 project that's set to dominate an established multi-trillion-dollar market. Since joining forces, we've quickly established a track record of success that has become the envy of the crypto community. And as I mentioned before, the most critical piece of the puzzle, the difference between seeing good returns and absolutely massive gains in this space, comes down to one thing. You need the perfect time to buy. Timing is always very important with any kind of trading. You see, one of the biggest mistakes investors, even seasoned pros, make with cryptos is that they get in at exactly the wrong time. Fortunately, knowing when to buy newly listed cryptos, when to get in at the best possible price, the system I have created lets me know the best time to invest. So, when do you buy? When is the prime time to jump in on these penny crypto projects? Well, I'll show you. Now listen up here, because I'm going to let you in on a very big secret, which my team and I have learned after analyzing and studying thousands of cryptocurrencies over the last decade. It's an incredibly sensitive trigger that lets you know the precise moment when the prices of a new crypto are primed for a massive run-up and ripe for buying. This is the same indicator that triggered 578% gains on Polkadot, 282% on Uniswap, and even gains of 244% on Helium. And when you apply this powerful technique to smaller, newly listed cryptos, the gains can be jaw-dropping. These opportunities are easy to spot. And let's just take a look at some of these back-tested examples. Just look closely at the chart below. About 3 months ago, after a metaverse crypto called Axie Infinity went live on the major exchanges, a crypto cash calendar buy indicator fell into place. Like a coiled spring, the altcoin shot up 380% just 1 month later. And by the time Axie Infinity peaked 3 months later, you could have made more than 1,959%. 19 times your money in just 4 months. Do you see how straightforward it is? Just look at what happened to a crypto project called UFO Gaming. After the crypto cash calendar buy indicator became active, the price of UFO shot up like a piston, surging 691% in just 31 days. Within 2 months, you'd have made a 1,286% return. And here it is again with a crypto called Gala, which soared over 3,973% after hitting that trigger. You just make sure you have a great crypto project and wait for the final crypto cash calendar buy indicator. However, you won't have to wait. My team and I monitor these situations for weeks, sometimes months before you hear about them. We track these opportunities, and when the last and final crypto cash calendar buy indicator goes off will tell you when it's time to get in. It's like having your own personal wealth building roadmap. It's the only step-by-step system in the world that I'm aware of that shows you how to get in, get paid, and get out on the world's fastest moving penny cryptos. If you can circle a date on a calendar, you can know which newly listed coins to buy at the right time and set yourself up to make incredible gains. That's it. Think about how much money you can make over the next few months having this critical information ahead of time. In fact, because you have access to this knowledge, you could take advantage of not just one calendar date, but multiple dates to ramp up your gains even more. Here, let me show you a few real-world examples of how you could use the crypto cash calendar to turn just a couple $100 into more than $50,297. Because truthfully, I've been pinpointing these kind of specific date-driven opportunities to folks that closely follow my recommendations for more than a decade. And now it's your turn. Alrighty, you ready? Here we go. I know firsthand how valuable the crypto cash calendar can be, as I've been helping give real people the chance to make real money with digital assets for a long time now. And when it comes to cryptocurrency, timing is everything. Because back on December 20th, 2018, you could have nabbed an early stake in Ethereum for just $109. This was a recommendation I made public to my Twitter followers. Now, obviously, this opportunity predates the crypto cash calendar. But imagine if you saw this date pop up and decided to get in. That means you could have picked up multiple shares of Ethereum, starting with just a tiny grub stake of $250. Now, odds are you've heard of Ethereum before. Created by Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum is the largest open-ended decentralized software platform in the entire crypto ecosystem. Ethereum enables the deployment of smart contracts and other decentralized applications to be built and run without any downtime, fraud, control, or interference from a third party. It's being called the backbone of the blockchain and the highway of the decentralized finance. There are now thousands of other crypto projects running on top of Ethereum's platform. In the crypto world, it's a monster and has become the number 2 crypto in the world with a market cap of close to $500 billion. Ethereum has been on fire, reaching a price of just over $4,843 at its highest point. Had you grabbed Ethereum at the exact moment I recommended it, you could have seen max gains of 4,300%. And that would turn every $250 invested into $10,857, or every $1,000 into $43,431. Pretty remarkable, right? But here's why timing is so important when it comes to cryptocurrencies and why it's so critical to get in on the day these cryptos hit my buy trigger. Because what happens is, shortly after my initial recommendation, Ethereum started racing higher. And if you would have waited just a few months to get in, the price had more than doubled, and your potential gains would have been cut in half. By waiting, you would have missed out on over $5,000 in pure profits. Of course, the longer you dragged your feet, the more money you would have missed out on. And this is exactly why my team and I created the Crypto Cash Calendar. We want to make sure that you have the opportunity to get in on the right crypto at the right time. It's the only way to make sure that you make the most money possible from newly listed penny cryptos. Waiting just a few months or sometimes even just a few days can cost you thousands of dollars. It happens all the time. And shortly after I publicly recommended Ethereum, I urged my followers to load up on another crypto that was a screaming buy. As a matter of fact, it was just 2 weeks later. And this time, it was a crypto called Binance Coin, trading for just $6. Back on January 3rd, very few people had ever heard of Binance Coin. But as I mentioned earlier, I personally know Changpeng Zhao, the founder and CEO of Binance. After quite a bit of time and research, I became convinced that Binance could easily become one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. And of course, it has. Binance Coin is now the third largest crypto around, trading for over $500 per coin. At that exact moment when I first brought attention to it, you could have picked up over 40 Binance tokens with just a $250 initial investment. Today, those same 40 tokens would be worth a grand total of $21,506. Amazing, right? But just as before, timing was key. Just a few months later, shares of Binance had already tripled in value. And of course, that's great news for folks who jumped in on the opportunity early. But for those folks who took the wait and see approach, they potentially missed out on thousands, even tens of thousands in profits. If you waited 3 months to get in on your Binance, your potential profit shrunk $6,417. If you waited 6 months, that same $250 invested would be worth $3,514. Now, earning $3,500 is nothing to scoff at, but wouldn't you be rather sitting on profits of over $21,000? Of course you would. And that's exactly why it's paramount that you have instant access to my next top crypto recommendation. With the Crypto Cash Calendar, you'll know weeks in advance which cryptocurrency could potentially skyrocket in value. Sometimes I even recommend multiple cryptos on the same day. And as it turns out, Binance Coin wasn't the only crypto to trigger the buy signal back on January 3rd. Another altcoin called Cardano was on the verge of a major breakout as well. Cardano, in case you didn't know, is essentially blockchain-based software for the applications of smart contracts, which allow developers to build decentralized finance, or DeFi, protocols on it. That means that Cardano not only has a ton of inherent value, but it's at the forefront of a huge addressable market that's expected to be worth billions. And the founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, is one of the smartest people in the crypto community. In other words, Cardano checks all the boxes. And back in January of 2019, you could have grabbed a huge stake in this amazing altcoin. Cardano is trading for just 4 cents. That means with just a tiny $250 stake, you could have gotten over 5,700 shares. That's a massive ownership stake for basically nothing. And just like with Ethereum and Binance, the value of Cardano began racing higher, hitting $1 per coin, then $2 per coin, ultimately topping out recently for just under $3 per coin. Had you bought and held, your initial $250 stake would have reached a max value of $16,687. But if you waited just a few more months, your projected profits would have been cut in half. And that's what we're trying to avoid, which is exactly why my team and I have created the Crypto Cash Calendar. Its purpose is so simple: to help you navigate one of the greatest wealth creation events of the past century. Because you'll know the dates of my recommendations. You'll know the perfect time to buy. But remember, if you want to take advantage, there is a very limited window of opportunity here. We only have this chance right now because this industry is still so new and growing so fast. Eventually, this opportunity will end. Once the crypto industry matures, that'll be it. That could be 3 years from now or as long as 10 years from now. I estimate we have at least 24 to 36 months to take full advantage of this opportunity. Like I said before, this is a rare time in history. I mean, do you know of any other time period where so many everyday people could become millionaires so easily? The best part is, we're still in the early stages. So the sooner you get in, the better. In just the past few months, for instance, dozens of newly listed cryptos have seen their prices surge by incredible multiples. Just consider that a recently listed crypto, a tiny metaverse play called UFO Gaming, was all the talk on crypto message boards when it surged for a whopping 14,645% gain in just a few months. And that's what's truly exciting about the opportunities in the crypto cash calendar. Now, of course, crypto is a speculative investment with risk involved, which is why we recommend starting with just a few $100s. But the upside potential can be off the charts. My team and I are constantly searching for the most explosive opportunities across the entire crypto landscape. Anytime we discover a crypto with 10x potential, you'll be the first to know. In fact, you'll know weeks in advance. And remember, I believe the crypto takeover is just getting started. Some of the biggest and most successful folks in finance, like Cathie Wood, Michael Saylor, Raoul Pal, are predicting that the entire market could explode by 50 times or more from where we are today. Dozens of new and valuable crypto projects are set to list on the major exchanges in the coming weeks and months. But to make the most amount of money, it's critical that you get in as soon as possible. So in short, I don't want you to miss out on another opportunity. That's why right now, I have the 2022-2023 crypto cash calendar in front of me. I'm looking at 2 red-hot crypto opportunities our team has been researching, which have recently triggered the proprietary buy indicator. We've just added them to the calendar so you can get there first. I strongly recommend you get in on them immediately while they're still cheap, still small, and still unknown. The first altcoin, for example, is using blockchain-based technology to allow sports fans to become a part owner in their favorite sports franchises. Essentially, they've created a stock market for sports teams. And right now, you have to pay to watch sports. But thanks to this groundbreaking crypto project, you can now get paid to watch sports. Are you a huge fan of the New York Yankees or the LA Lakers? This is your chance to buy into these franchises. And just like how companies reward big shareholders with big dividends and voting power in the stock market, teams reward big stakeholders with exclusive merchandise, perks, and even a voice with respect to team affairs. Imagine getting to decide which jersey your favorite team is going to wear, or what song will be played after a big win. It's all going to be a new reality for diehard sports fans. And our newest addition to the crypto cash calendar is at the epicenter of pioneering this amazing future. The best part is, this tiny altcoin is currently trading for about 30 cents. You can own it right now before everyone else finds out about it. The second small altcoin that just moved into our buy range is a new project we like to call the Internet of Blockchains. This crypto is widely considered the leading decentralized cross-chain marketplace in the world today. This platform supports over 262 apps and services, controls over $169 billion worth of assets, features industry-low transaction fees of a penny, and has industry-best transaction times of just 7 seconds. And right now, behind the scenes, this altcoin is working to solve one of the biggest challenges facing the crypto community. It's something called interoperability, which is just a fancy word for the basic ability of different computerized products or systems to kind of readily connect and exchange information with one another. I believe the reward for solving interoperability could be worth hundreds of billions, maybe more. My team and I have read the white paper. We reviewed the project. We talked to industry insiders. And our takeaway is that this small crypto could easily be worth $90 billion. That would be an 18 times return. But you would have to take action today because right now, both of these cryptos are incredibly small, but they won't stay that way for long. My team and I recently created a special report that profiles these amazing crypto cash calendar buy opportunities. This report, called Crypto's Next Blockbuster Coins, will tell you everything you need to know to make the most money possible. You'll get all the details, including the names, tickers, and basic instructions on how to buy and hold these altcoins. And these two altcoins are just the tip of the iceberg because there are 3 more opportunities that I've been tracking that are set to be triggered soon. So circle those dates right now. Mark your calendar for Wednesday, April 27th. Mark it again for Friday, May 20th. And go ahead and mark it one more time for Wednesday, June 22nd. If everything falls into place like I think it will, you could set yourself up for fantastic gains beginning on each of these 3 dates as well. I can virtually guarantee that no one in the crypto community is paying attention to these important dates. But I am. That's 3 more little known opportunities to make a killing as the crypto market continues to explode. But before I show you how to get access to everything I mentioned so far, there's one more hugely important thing that you need to know about this calendar. The Crypto Cash Calendar covers all avenues of the fast-moving digital economy. As the crypto landscape continues to evolve and spread, new opportunities are being created, like investments related to the metaverse, Web 3.0, and the tokenization economy. For example, amidst the chaos of 2020, a new 3-letter term exploded in popularity across the world of money and investing. This term made fast fortunes for those who understood what the fuss was all about. That term is NFT, or non-fungible tokens. NFTs are one of the most powerful concepts to emerge from blockchain technology because they open up a huge world of wealth creation that was previously off limits to most people. Essentially, you can now take a fractional ownership of some of the world's most valuable assets. For example, with NFTs, regular people can now invest in the most compelling early-stage private businesses. NFTs allow anyone to invest in high-end real estate or high-end collectibles like art, fine wine, and collectible cars. You can invest in the creation of music, films, and television, sports teams. For hundreds of years, these types of highly profitable investments were only available to the wealthy venture capitalists, big banks, and wealthy families, the super rich. But not anymore. Thanks to blockchain technology, we are on the cusp of the own anything revolution. It's the biggest change to capitalism in more than 200 years. Before blockchain, regular folks could own some things, but now regular folks can own anything. For example, we can now carve up ownership in collectible cars. Ownership in a collectible car that would sell for $250,000 can be carved up into 100 tokens that individual investors can buy and sell. The same goes for a bottle of fine wine, a premier New York hotel, or a Picasso painting. And the altcoins driving the NFT markets are skyrocketing in value. One coin called Theta recently produced a gain of 17,510%. That's a return of over 170 times your money. Another, called Axie Infinity, has seen its value increase by a whopping 29,975%. Like I mentioned earlier, we are going to be tracking these kinds of incredible opportunities in the Crypto Cash Calendar as well. In short, if you want to make a lot of money, I believe it's in your best financial interest to utilize this calendar. As far as I know, nothing like it exists anywhere else in the world, and I want to make it as easy for you to try as possible. This is going to be an exciting time. Now, if you're amped up and ready to start collecting money, then let's get to it. As soon as you let me know, my team will give you immediate access to the Crypto Cash Calendar, where you'll learn how to make all of these trades and more right away. You'll learn about all of the recently announced as well as upcoming new crypto dates, all presented in an easy-to-follow manner. You'll know which cryptos have met our proprietary 4-rule indicators. Each buy is clearly marked. But remember, 2 fast-moving altcoin opportunities just moved into the buy range, and 3 more could be coming down the pipe very soon. Each buy also includes a detailed write-up, including the name and coin symbol, how you can invest, and how much I believe you can expect to make on each one. You'll also receive alerts whenever a new opportunity gets announced or moves into buy range. All the hard work has been done for you. It's the ultimate way to play the crypto boom that is happening right now. And best of all, the Crypto Cash Calendar is web-based on our secure website, so you can access it anywhere in the world you have an internet connection, at work, the coffee shop, your home office. That way, you'll never miss out on anything, and you'll be among the first to know. I have no doubt your life and your finances could be changed in the coming weeks. In fact, I'm so confident this calendar will change your life. I'm willing to let you try it for the next 365 days with a money-back guarantee. But before I show you exactly how to get started, let me tell you a little bit more about myself, our incredible team, and why we'd like to give you access to this incredible, valuable resource for free. My name again is Charlie Shrem, and I'll never forget that exhilarating rush of buying Bitcoin for the first time back when it was trading for $5. I was just a shy college kid at the time on track to become a rabbi, but it was in my deep interests in computer programming that led me to discover the now famous Bitcoin white paper written by Satoshi Nakamoto. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that my early passion for Bitcoin would change the trajectory of my life forever. I just thought Bitcoin and the underlying blockchain technology behind it could help transform the world in a very positive way. And this is the reason why I stuck by my convictions when my friends and family told me I was crazy back in the early days, and how I was able to ride out the massive pullbacks that Bitcoin has experienced over the years, like when it went from $1,100 back down to $178, and $19,000 to $3,300. My commitment to the technology has never wavered, and as a result, I've been rewarded with quite a bit of fortune and fame. I suppose this is why I've been featured in a few documentaries about cryptocurrencies and interviewed by Anderson Cooper at 60 Minutes, and why I was invited to give my own TED Talk about blockchain. I've been all in since day one, and my enthusiasm only continues to grow stronger. The only thing that has changed is that now I have the freedom to pursue my biggest passion, helping to drive blockchain technology forward. I really believe that it's going to change the world in ways we can't even imagine, and I am humbled that I get to be a part of that. And if I can help some hardworking Americans make huge gains in the process, well, that sounds like a win-win to me, and this is exactly why I decided to join forces with many of the smartest and most well-connected minds in the crypto community, a team that we call the Crypto Investor Network. The Crypto Investor Network is an education service, a recommendation service. It's an elite community. Our goal with this research service is to help people who want to take part in the upcoming potential $200 trillion cryptocurrency boom, but don't know where to start. Now, a lot of our members, they're in the same place that I was in 2011. They're interested in crypto, they've heard about it, they've heard all the stories of regular folks making millions, but they want guidance on where to find the best opportunities. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or if you're a seasoned pro, this research service is going to help you learn the best ways to profit from this market. And we've made the entire process as easy to follow as possible. We do the research, we analyze the details, we find the ideal timing. The opportunities we uncover run the full gamut of the entire digital asset world, because each member of our team has their own very specific area of expertise. You'll have a very rare chance to be the first to know about the next exciting NFT play, or the next blockbuster metaverse opportunity, or a groundbreaking advancement in blockchain tech. The entire digital world is expanding beyond traditional blockchain-based cryptos. If you feel like you've missed out on the past, this is your chance to get there first. In a way, helping to launch the Crypto Investor Network is a culmination of my decade-long career. It was a service I wanted to give people after 10 years of leveraging my connections and expertise in this space. I want to reach folks who live on Main Street, not Wall Street, just like my family and friends, and tell them all about the next world-changing trends poised to hand early crypto enthusiasts 1,000% plus gains or more. And the perfect way to do that is through the Crypto Cash Calendar. When you become a member of the Crypto Investor Network today, you'll get immediate access to the Crypto Cash Calendar, where you'll learn about how to take advantage of all of the fastest moving cryptos in the digital asset markets. Unlike what you might expect, becoming a member is not expensive. Here's everything you'll get with your risk-free trial membership. Benefit number 1, full access to the 2022-2023 Crypto Cash Calendar. This is the master list of all recently announced as well as upcoming newly listed crypto dates, all presented on an easy-to-follow calendar. Each buy is clearly marked and includes write-ups of each recommended altcoin. You'll also receive alerts whenever a new crypto gets announced or moves into that buy range. If you want to be the very first on the best crypto opportunities in the market right now, there's nothing better, more powerful than this calendar. It's the ultimate digital asset investing resource. Benefit number 2, the Crypto Cash Calendar Trading Primer. This information-packed report is the owner's manual for the Crypto Cash Calendar. It explains the full details on my proprietary 4 critical cryptocurrency indicators, including my secret buy indicator, how it predicts major price movements weeks before they happen. This information is simply too valuable to share here in this presentation, but you'll get the full details inside this report. Benefit number 3, 12 monthly issues of the Crypto Investor Network. Each month, we'll keep you up to date on exactly what's going on regarding the cryptocurrency boom, and we'll show you some unusual and incredible ways to make money now and as it ramps up. Inside each issue, you'll find our latest investment recommendations, our current portfolio, expert insight from our large list of contacts, and insight you won't find anywhere else. You'll also learn about other incredible megatrend opportunities that we're currently focusing on. Every month, we'll send you a full issue that details what we believe are the world's biggest opportunities across the entire digital asset community. And benefit number 4, urgent position updates. The cryptocurrency world moves extremely fast, and the markets aren't going to wait for me to publish our issues every month. And they're certainly not going to raise a flag whenever a great opportunity suddenly arises. So I'll send you timely updates if something major is happening with one of our positions, or if a new or fast-moving opportunity emerges. Benefit number 5, access to the Crypto Investor Network support team. As a new member of the Crypto Investor Network, you receive complete access to our support team, which can be reached by phone or email between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Please note, we do not offer personalized investment advice. We could easily charge thousands of dollars for this level of research and support. Yet, complete access to this whole package normally costs just $199 for a full year. And the good news is, if you respond to this offer today, you won't have to pay anywhere near that price. You see, we think that everyone should have access to these ideas and not just a privileged few. That's exactly why we've worked out a deal that puts the Crypto Cash Calendar, all of our research, within reach of the vast majority of people. It's not too expensive for even the humblest beginner. In fact, I think you'll be shocked when you see just how little we're asking for this level of financial research. But before I show you how to get started, I want to give you the details of another great way you can make a lot of money in the cryptocurrency markets right now. You see, you already know the crypto industry is going to be huge, potentially 50 times to 100 times bigger than it is now. And the truth is, the Crypto Cash Calendar is just a very start of the opportunities you'll be able to take advantage of as this industry grows into a $200 trillion behemoth over the next decade. There will be many, many more opportunities to profit as the industry grows and expands. And I wrote a series of special research reports that detail these scenarios, explaining how you can profit from them. And the first one is called Bonus Report, the first wave of tokenization wealth. As I've mentioned before, I've been deeply involved with cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies from the very beginning. I've witnessed the industry evolving over the past decade with a speed that rivals the adoption of the internet. Because of blockchain technology, we now have a completely new form of money in Bitcoin. We have projects like Ethereum that have given rise to smart contracts and NFTs. And we have an entirely new digital world called the metaverse, where we can shop, meet folks from all over the world, and visit places that we never thought possible. Each of these new adaptations of the blockchain provides us with an entirely unique avenue as an investor. But the biggest new opportunity to grow and expand our wealth, without a doubt, is about to be unleashed to the world, and it's called the tokenization economy. It's the next phase in the evolution of the blockchain, and it will enable us to buy, sell, own, and exchange literally anything in the world. In the same exact way, people are buying and selling Bitcoin now. Sports teams, professional athletes, music, TV shows, movies, farms, real estate, private businesses. I'm talking about a literal phase shift in the world's ownership structure. Everything is going digital. You name it, people will be able to buy it and sell it. It's a huge upheaval in the financial system. We'll be able to trade everything safely, securely, and instantaneously. Whole new investment worlds will open to people and new opportunities to create wealth. And that's the big picture here. This huge trend will allow everyday people, regardless of their wealth, to invest in assets that were previously only available to the world's super elite, as simply and as effortlessly as buying a piece of Bitcoin today. Imagine you're at a show and really like an up-and-coming artist. You decide to plunk down a few bucks from your smartphone, and they end up becoming the next big music superstar. You could, in theory, invest in the next Lady Gaga or Bruce Springsteen. And that's just the start. With tokenization, you could potentially own a stake in the next billion-dollar Marvel franchise, or just about any major movie franchise. You can own a piece of property in the most expensive and highly sought-after real estate markets in the world, like Aspen, Colorado, Venice, Italy, or even Beverly Hills, California. Or own stakes in famous pieces of artwork, like your favorite Da Vinci sketch or an original Van Gogh. As these assets increase in value, so does your personalized share. And this isn't some pie-in-the-sky idea that could one day materialize far off in the future. It's all happening right now. The groundwork for the tokenization economy is already being constructed. The platforms are already being built. And trust me when I tell you that owning these platforms will be absolutely critical to profiting from the tokenization revolution. It's projected that $544 trillion worth of assets could soon get tokenized. It's going to be absolutely huge. And just like any other investing opportunity, you need to understand what's going on before everyone else. That's why my team and I have created a special report called The First Wave of Tokenization Wealth, Cryptos Set to Soar. In this report, we'll cover everything you need to know to make the most money possible. We've pinpointed 5 incredible opportunities to potentially make 10 times your money. By owning these 5 key blockchain platforms, you're putting yourself in prime position to get a cut every time a tokenized asset gets bought, sold, traded, or exchanged. And as soon as you become a member of the Crypto Investor Network, we'll send you this special report. Do yourself a favor and read it immediately. But this report is just the beginning. Not only do we want to help people make money, but we also want to help you avoid making costly mistakes. That's why I want you to immediately check this out. Bonus report number 2, 27 cryptos to sell before they die. There are now over 15,931 cryptocurrencies, with more being added to the exchanges every day. Trust me when I tell you that not all of them will become winners. In fact, I'd estimate that 99% of them are complete garbage. They're nothing more than scams with virtually zero real-world use besides enriching one set of investors at the expense of others. Even some of the more popular altcoins are destined to fail. Just because a new crypto has surged in value, some even 1,000% or more in a few days or weeks, doesn't mean that they are legitimate. I've personally witnessed countless coins that have soared in value one day only to become completely worthless the next. It happens all the time in the crypto markets. To help investors steer clear of these coins, my team and I have labeled 27 popular tokens showing risky red flags in our newest report called 27 Cryptos to Sell Before They Die. As soon as you become a member of the Crypto Investor Network, you'll immediately get this special report as well as everything else that I've been mentioning here today. Here's how to get started right away. Our mission is to provide readers with the best early stage crypto research possible. Even if you've never bought an altcoin before in your life, I'd urge you to consider this research. I believe the cryptocurrency boom could be a life-changing event for members, and it is certainly one of the most important events of my entire life. And it's not too late. Remember, we're still in the first inning of what's the fastest growing industry in the world. It's simply critical that you know as much as possible about what's happening and how to profit. Get ready. Be prepared. The best altcoins don't stay cheap for long. They can explode in value with lightning speed. And that's why it's important that you get started now. You want to get in on all the opportunities I've just shared with you before their share prices start to soar. You want to be first. My research will show you how. In 2020, the average annualized gain for Crypto Investor Network was 131.7%. This return measures the results achieved by all of our recommendations scaled to a one-year period. In other words, our service could have helped you more than double up. Of course, all investments carry risk. Are you ready? It all starts with the Crypto Cash Calendar. Remember, I've just added 2 new red-hot buys to the calendar. You'll learn everything you need to know about them as soon as you sign up. Plus, there are 3 more huge opportunities my team and I are extremely bullish on, and we're planning to add to the calendar in the coming weeks you'll also want to know about. They are Wednesday, April 27th, Friday, May 20th, Wednesday, June 22nd. Bottom line, these dates could be huge for you. There's absolutely no reason to wait any longer to get in on this world-changing boom. The way I see it, if you want the chance to make incredible gains, you basically have 2 options. 1, you can go out and read every book ever written on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Spend hours interviewing industry leaders and actually go out in the field to make contacts and connections and do this stuff like my team and I have. Or 2, you could simply follow my Crypto Cash Calendar. Circle the opportunities that you're interested, get ready to buy, and wait for my signal. It's the ultimate and simplest way to play the crypto boom that's happening right now. This is going to be big. This is too important for you to miss. It's too valuable for you to sit on the sidelines. Even if all you do is read about what's happening, it's worth it in the long run. You can get started today by simply subscribing to my newsletter, the Crypto Investor Network. You'll get instant access to the Crypto Cash Calendar, the accompanying trading primer, and our report, Crypto's Next Blockbuster Coins. You'll also get full access to my special bonus reports, the first wave of tokenization wealth, and 27 cryptos to sell before they die. Don't forget, as part of a membership to Crypto Investor Network, you're also entitled to my urgent position updates, members-only website access, and access to the member support team. You'll get everything I've promised for just $99. In fact, as far as I can tell, this is the best offer we've ever made. But if the Crypto Investor Network is so good, why are we practically giving it away? Here's the bare naked, warts and all truth. Current price, we risk losing money. And so to turn a profit, we need your repeat business. That means giving you a superior newsletter, one you're so thrilled with, you'll stay with us year after year. If you don't, we go broke. Keep in mind, our research is 100% independent, so we're not making any money on the side from crappy companies paying us to pump their crypto projects. So it's in our best interest to really over-deliver here, and something I'm confident we can do in every way. That's why a membership to the Crypto Investor Network is so inexpensive, and that's why I'm adding one last clincher to seal the deal for you. When you subscribe to the Crypto Investor Network today, you do so for a full year with a money-back guarantee. Here's my unbreakable promise to you. Try the Crypto Investor Network risk-free for 12 full months. If you find the research isn't everything I've said and more, you'll receive a prompt, hassle-free 100% refund. All you need to do is ask. I'm sure you agree, that's a square deal. If we don't deliver, you don't pay a cent, and you can keep every report and every bonus you'll receive. The Crypto Cash Calendar, the bonus reports, everything. In fact, I believe that as early as this time next week, you can see your first 100% winner or more with just one of the altcoins on the Crypto Cash Calendar. After that, the goal is to do it again and again and again. And remember, you'll have a full 12 months to review our work completely risk-free. Where else in the world can you try something for a full year and get a full refund if you don't like it? You can even keep all of the special research reports you receive as our way of saying thank you for giving this unique research a try. I want you to be happy. Our customers stick with us because we work hard to make sure you'll benefit from our research. And now it's up to you to decide. I've removed virtually all the risk. It's time. Go ahead, click the button below now to get started right away. You'll be taken to a secure enrollment form where you can claim everything I've mentioned here. Remember, your complete satisfaction is always 100% guaranteed. You have nothing to lose and a happier, wealthier future to gain. Click below now while this introductory package is still available. For the entire Crypto Investor Network team, I'm Charlie Shrem, and thank you so much for spending this time with me today.